And this was interesting because it showed not only the effects of wanting to grow up too fast, but also the different kind of reactions adults around you could have.
That's my daughter! Dude, she's a hottie. What? Why you won the skimpiest outfit contest. Look at you!
Okay, Penny, I understand that. But that outfit is not appropriate for a child of mine.
1, tell everybody you're 17.
Why?
Grow up! Okay, when they're not looking at you is when you need to be worried.
We're only 14.
If it wasn't for Tony.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm back with another Proud Family video, and this is going to be a video about the episode Hip Hop Helicopter. And I really wanted to talk about the episode because when I looked at it when I was a little kid, it was just like, okay, whatever. They went dancing, they got caught, la 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 la. But watching that episode as an adult, I'm like, wow, I feel like that was one of the best episodes that's overlooked because of the message they were trying to portray with that. Especially in light with all of the Quiet on the Set documentary clips, the whole documentary about the dangers children can have in the entertainment industry. This episode highlighted that very well. And it also highlighted the different responses the adults, parents, and guardians could have when it comes to that. You know, do you protect your family? You protect your children? You protect your cousin? Or do you just care about the money that can be made? Because with this episode, it's about Penny and her friends wanted to wear a revealing outfit, dance on a popular show. They actually won the competition, but there's a lot that came with that, right? But another part that I felt like was overlooked is Dejanay's cousin, Bethany. She worked for the show. She got them tickets to be on the show that made them end up winning, right? But her attitude with them was very dangerous. She was willing to put them in harm's way just for a check, just for the potential profit they could make her.
There's a party I want to tell you about.
So to make this easier to follow, I'm not going to break down the whole episode, just the key moments that goes into this topic I'm talking about. And it revolves around Penny and her friends are rehearsing a dance routine. Michael is helping them choreograph it. And they want to dance for the show Hip Hop Helicopter, which is a play on Soul Train.
Hey, that's it! Shake what your mama gave you!
They want to get on the show, but they feel like their chances are slim. Dejanay's cousin, her older cousin, Bethany, works for the show, and she ends up getting them tickets. And she tells them when they're rehearsing. But you can tell right away that Bethany has a real nasty attitude.
Hey, Bethany! What's up, cuz? And these are my friends. Look, I don't have time for introduction.
Now, this is where we get into the different types of parenting, right? Because Penny and her friends go back to Penny's house, and they trying to ask their parents about, oh, can we go on the show? Can we go on the show? Oscar, being the overprotective parent, is like,
Mama, Daddy, can I go with my girls to see the Hip Hop Helicopter show?
Nope.
Why not?
Only an irresponsible parent would allow their daughter to go on a show like that.
but Trudy, being the more lenient, reasonable parent, is like,
I am not going to let your caveman ways stop my baby from having fun with her friends.
and this is my thing, when it comes to parenting styles, you know, every parenting style is not going to work for every child. You know, there's different. Parenting is one of those things that you live and you learn. You learn to parent as your child gets older, and you get to see their personality and this and that. Are they a follower? Are they a leader? Do they fall under peer pressure? Because this is another thing in this episode, the peer pressure to follow what's hot, what's trendy, to not look like the lame one in the friend group. We're going to talk about that too. But I also want to talk about the manipulation from Bethany, Dejanay's cousin, because she even came into Penny's house and told her parents and reassured them, oh, you know, I'm watching them. They're like, oh, they're safe with me.
I'm Dejanay's cousin, Bethany, and I assure you, the girls will be fine. Nothing but good, wholesome fun.
She's purposely trying to manipulate her parents to be like, oh, you know, they're safe with me, knowing she doesn't really care about their well-being. Even her own cousin, Dejanay. She just wants money, popularity that they can bring her.
The lowest is what? 0.
They get to the competition, which is a dancing competition, and at first we see the chain triplets go on. And, you know, I talked about their dance in their video I did for them a few months ago. Finally, Penny and her friends go on to perform, But they wearing these oversized long t-shirts. And at first, they out there dancing and the audience is dry, it's dull. They're not excited because they just dancing in these long t-shirts. It's like, oh. At the same time, Oscar, Trudy, and their friends and Lacianica's parents are bowling, watching it on TV. The show, Hip Hop Helicopter, just happens to be on TV while they're performing. So, mind you, all of this is going on at the same time. They rip the shirts off, and all of a sudden you see they have on these revealing outfits, these revealing dresses, you know, showing a lot of their stomach, their legs and arms, and they start doing their little dance with it.
Dude, she's a hottie. What? Why are you
Already showing how they were being sexualized because they were dancing in these outfits. Now because they won, they have this new popularity and a lot of people are like enamored with them. Now all of a sudden, Bethany has no problem driving them around because she sees the popularity they gain. She sees the profit she can get from them, and she even declares herself as their manager.
By the way, I'm your new manager. We split everything 50-50. We'll talk about the details later.
They even become more popular at school. You know, all the guys are chasing them and, you know, surrounding them, trying to do this and try to do that for them. Sticky even favors Dejanay now.
Hey, yo, Dejanay, can I do your homework for you? Wow, this has been going on all day. Now you know how I feel. Every day. Even Sticky is pushing up on me today.
Now they're the center of attention. You know, when they was regular, you know, wearing the preppy outfits, you know, being who they were, that wasn't enough. You know, they go on a popular TV show, and not only that, they wear these revealing outfits, they do this little dance, they win the competition. Now, everybody wants them around them. Everybody wants to be in their face. Everybody wants to manage them, like Dejanay's cousin. I'm gonna keep talking about this because the way Dejanay's cousin did them was terrible. And it shows how sometimes the adults and sometimes even your own family might not have your best interests at heart when it comes to the entertainment industry. Just imagine all the stories with basically the family of these children in the entertainment industry just giving them away for a check.
You made your girls walk to the studio. Oh, well, that's before you blew up the spot and became celebrities.
So long after they win, they finally come home, but Penny has to deal with her parents who saw her on TV dancing in this revealing outfit.
And you call all that shaking and gyrating you girls did dancing? I was shocked and disgusted.
Trudy, being the more reasonable parent, she takes Penny into her room and they have a discussion about, okay, you can wear this outfit, but not at this time. Don't follow what's trendy. Follow what's right for your age. And it's a really meaningful conversation.
I'm very disappointed in the outfit you girls chose to wear. But Mama, Zoe's aunt made us costumes just like the ones all the hottest singers and dancers wear. But that outfit is not appropriate for a child of mine. Now, let's put that outfit away for a couple of years, okay?
And I want to get into another little clip where Oscar told Penny, oh, if your friends jumped off a bridge, if they jumped off a building, would you do it? And Penny said, oh, if it was fun. It's just like, wow.
If everybody jumped off a bridge, would you do that too?
If it was fun!
Fun!
This goes to show the peer pressure a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers are under. And it's that thing of, you know, Penny was telling her mother, oh, I'm not a baby anymore, I'm growing up. But it's kind of like there's limits to growing up. Like, okay, how fast are you supposed to do this? At what age are you supposed to do that, right? Okay, you're not 6 anymore, but you're not 16. You're not 8 anymore, but you're not 18. There should be boundaries and limits to what you do as you get older. And every parent is more lenient or more restrictive depending on whatever it is. You know, at a certain age, kids like to rebel. Did you ever have that phase of rebellion when something clicked in your head and you was like, oh, I'm 13, I'm 14, I'm 15 now. Oh, I can't do this anymore because I'm gonna still look like a little kid. I wanna look older. I wanna do what the cool kids are doing. That's the kind of thing that was going on. And mind you, this is early 2000s, 20 years ago, before social media. Now, think about it in terms of today with social media, where You have kids, 11, 10, 12, 13-year-olds with iPhones, with phones, have access to TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and they're being told, they're being influenced on what to wear, how to dress, what to drive, where to eat, what kind of things they should be into, what are the popular trends at the time. And if they don't follow that, they're the lame ones. They're not cool enough. They ostracized at school. They don't feel like they belong.
You think you know, you have no idea.
Remember, what, a few months ago, all the 12-year-old girls in Sephora rummaging through all the Sephoras looking for face creams and face serums? What kind of 12-year-old girl knows about face creams? 10, 15, 5, 20 years ago, you know, 12-year-olds were like still playing with Barbie dolls or still doing like fun, girly little stuff for the most part. Now you got 12-year-olds going through Sephora looking for face creams and face masks because that's what TikTok tells them is the popular thing to do or to want. The same thing with the Stanley Cups. The Stanley Cups was a big thing. Yeah, all these teenagers and all these like 10-year-olds crying because they didn't get one for Christmas.
Oh my God.
A cup. A thermal cup where you could just hold liquid in. Kids were crying because they didn't get it for Christmas, or they were getting bullied for not having one at school. But it's like, wow, a cup?
I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
You know, for me, I would have rather had like an M&M cup, right? But because you didn't have a Stanley Cup, you was getting bullied in school because TikTok told them this is what you're supposed to have. The same thing with vaping. And I know that's become like a big thing around in this country, maybe even the world. And vaping is basically blowing flavored smoke. It's like the cooler version of smoking cigarettes, where you got all these different flavors and all these different color cases where you could blow it, inhale it, and blow it out. How many times I've been walking down the street and people are vaping in front of me, vaping on the street, vaping on the side, and you walking and you could just smell like blueberry this, cotton candy this, raspberry this, because vaping has become the new thing to do, especially with teenagers, especially in high school. And a lot of research has showed that vaping is not really good for you, and sometimes you vape too much, it could be worse than smoking cigarettes. But vaping, throughout the use of social media and everything, has become a popular thing to do, right? Same thing in New York City. I remember before vaping, it was smoking hookah. And New York City is full. Anybody that knows about New York City, that lives in New York City, you know New York City is full of hookah shops. Like, that's the thing to do. And if you're not doing it, especially as a young teenager, you're 13, 14, 15, you're being influenced on what's the thing to do, what's popular, what's trendy, what's cool. Then you're looked at as boring, as square, as a lame, all through the use of social media. And this is the thing with Penny in this episode, being peer pressured into, oh, but other girls or all the other hot girls are wearing it. You know, I don't want to be a lame one wearing this burgundy school outfit you keep buying me. Now that black dress that showed my stomach, that got the crowd excited. That made me popular, me and my friends. So eventually, Penny and Trudy make a deal to not wear that outfit anymore. Penny is not supposed to wear the outfit anymore. She's gonna put it up. Now, Bethany, Dejanay's cousin, you know, the one that she takes a liking for them now. Like, she wants to be their manager now because they're popular from this TV show. She picks them up and it's like, oh, y'all gonna have to wear these outfits again. Y'all gonna go to this high school party. And what's the most dangerous thing she makes them do? She makes them lie about their age.
1, tell everybody you're 17. Why?
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail!
And you see, because Bethany made them lie about their age, she put them in a dangerous situation they weren't mature enough to handle. They were too naive to understand what was really going on, especially when it came to dealing with these guys at the party who thought they were older because Bethany told them to lie about their age. As you look at this scene, you realize that Penny and her friends are like the only 4 there with those revealing outfits. That brings them even more attention. So a lot of the guys keep hitting on them the guy who was hosting the party tries to make advances at Penny, but there's something more like sexual about it.
So Pete, you have another letter in your life? You know, a boyfriend. We should start hanging out sometime. What you think?
You could tell he was trying to get more out of Penny than just a conversation. Feeling uncomfortable, Penny and her friends want to go home, but Bethany gets mad because she's like, oh, just grow up already. And she has this attitude of like, well, this is what you want, right? This is what you asked for, right? Just get with it. Go along with it. Do what you got to do. And it's like, wow. Her being the manager that can make money came before being Dejanay's older cousin who had her best interests. You know, she was, in a sense, grooming them for the industry, grooming them to lie about their age and act older than they really were. And it didn't work. So then she just cut ties with them. Well, they cut ties with her.
What's up with you three? Okay, the guys say you're tripping. Us? They're the ones tripping. Grow up. Okay, when they're not looking at you is when you need to be worried.
We're only 14. Yeah, all they want to do is, well, I don't know exactly what they want to do, but we're not doing it.
Look, quit acting like babies and get with the program. Okay, either that or go home.
Let's bounce, y'all.
Fine, y'all fired.
And for this to be Dejanay's cousin, I could see if this was like some random manager, some, you know, talent agency or whatever. This was Dejanay's own cousin who was grooming them to be with the older guys, wear this outfit, do this, do that. Oh, you're only 14 years old, so what? You want this money? You want this popularity? You want this fame? Do what you gotta do. And like I said, just imagine how many young kids had to go through that in Hollywood. And I'm talking about from like the 20s and 30s and 40s when, you know, Hollywood was first starting. This goes all the way back to like Judy Garland and The Wizard of Oz. Like, imagine all the things, all the terrible things children had to go through. Remember Quiet on the Set with Nickelodeon? Just imagine all these things they had to go through with predators in the industry because they had guardians or people watching over them that just told them, do what you gotta do. Make sure we get this check.
Oh my God.
And as I rewatched it, I was like, wow, that was really dangerous. Bethany is a real dangerous person, especially being with her own cousin, her own younger cousin, 14-year-old cousin. And just because of that, I might make a video specifically about Bethany and her predatory grooming ways. Let me know if you want to see that video. It's a little advanced or deep for this episode, but I feel like I have a lot more to say about that. Let me know down below. And with that, I gotta say, this episode really was more eye-opening to me, especially when you learn about all these traumatic stories children had to go through in Hollywood. This Quiet on the Set documentary with Dan Schneider and Nickelodeon. You just learn about all these different things that goes on behind the scenes. You know, we watching these TV shows, watching these movies, thinking, oh, I would like to be a child actor. It seems so fun. But they go through so many things behind the scenes that it's like, wow, was it all worth it? And to have someone like Bethany encouraging this and grooming them to do this, it's like, whoa. That's where it's great to have parents like Trudy, like Oscar, to be like, oh, we know you're getting older, but calm down. It's great to have parents like that. I'm glad I had parents like that. Because, you know, I feel like I grew up to be really well-rounded. I was never peer pressured. I never felt peer pressured. You know, the temptations were there, but I never felt like I gotta do this, or I'm gonna feel like I don't belong. I gotta do this, or I'm gonna feel I'm cool. I'm not gonna be popular. I did my own thing, and I had friends that did their own thing. What did y'all take from this episode about them wanting to grow up too fast? And about the theme and topic of being peer pressured into doing what's popular versus what's the best thing for your age? And what did y'all think about Bethany, Dejanay's cousin, grooming them just for fame, popularity, and potential money she could have got out of this? Please let me know your thoughts down below. I can't wait to get this discussion started with y'all. I feel like this is one of those episodes people don't really talk about a lot. They talk about the little dance part, but that whole entire thing with this episode, especially with what we're learning about now with child actors and what has always been there, it's like, whoa. I can't wait to see what y'all think about this. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see y'all in the next video.
I've learned my lesson. I don't care about the power. I'm not ever wearing that outfit again.